So the 10-point lead that AK Honky just got up over FpvMaverick. FpvMaverick will now have a chance to bring that back on his race. It's a two-way race. FpvMaverick and AK Sumner out there in chairs 1 and 2. And they're all set up and ready to go. It looks like we've got some spotters, and we're just gonna... Okay, so the pilots are all set and ready to go. We are now awaiting a tone to start the race. So both drones up into the air and through the starting gate. It's like FpvMaverick slightly ahead of Sumner there at the outset. And FpvMaverick goes a bit wide, hits one of the gates out there into the ground, and he's going to be working on getting that flip back over. He's going to want to get those points to stay in the contention here in the season. AK Sumner, as he goes now all alone out there on the track. It's a little bit of shaky video on his part there too, but it does look like it's solid enough to keep it up and running there to see the race. Looks like FpvMaverick is not doing a lot of motion over there. We'll keep an eye on that feed there to make sure that we'll come back to you if he does get that up in the air. Now, looking at AK Sumner on a solo race right now in the back stretch of the course. Still kind of learning the course. Same thing for me here, trying to figure out what is what. That's the hairpin turn. And then on into the split S gate. And then we'll come up to the corkscrew next. So we'll get this thing figured out together, folks. And then back around through the corkscrew and on to a wrap around the gate. There's the hurdle and back around to the start gate with 22 seconds left in the race. That's a 1:34.425. So he's rolling down the back stretch there. This will be his last lap, AK Sumner. Into the split S. That is the 2-minute timer you just heard in the background there. It's looking pretty solid there through the corkscrew. You can see those cones. There's a line of cones on the ground. It's just a matter of following those and bringing it through. There he is, finishing up his race, putting 10 more points on the board. And a successful race for him. And there's your results. AK Sumner with 2 laps in a time of 2:14.495. That won't change much on the race day standings, as AK Sumner will get his 10 points. And actually, that does bring him up into a tie for second right now. So Mr. Geek FPV still solely in first. It's FPV Free and AK Sumner now tied for second, in a 2-way tie for third. It's FpvMaverick and AK Honky on the season. That was FpvMaverick's chance to close the gap with AK Honky and keep the points pressure on the leaders there. So no big change in that one there as well. And you won't see FPV Sumner on this list just yet, as we have the top 10 showing on here, so he's going to need to eclipse 60 points to put himself onto this top 10 list for the 2018 season standings.